And the other thing is, before you strike back, your position is already square to your opponent. So that means, if not, then we start from here, and the toe means opponent is here, and we cut kote here. But your body is here, and the cut foot, toe. Then this extension doesn't hit the opponent. So we can't make a Zanshin as it is. Zanshin, we have to face this way. So toe, and then do something to do the Zanshin, which is too late as a Zanshin. But if you go back to the second floor, foot, then already you are in the Zanshin position. So that makes a difference too. So Hiromi-san, this time, could you try towards the camera? So as Akiko-san, could you try towards the camera so that we can see the angle with the opponent? And of course, the other person, if you like to practice, do it same way. And Hiromi-san and Akiko-san, if you can voice toe, okay, Hiromi-san and Akiko-san, if you could still do it the way you've been doing until today, for comparison, can you do that? So more like the way you are doing yesterday. Maybe your body already forget the old way. just try.
前のやり方で、はい。
はい、はい、はい。Towards the camera, towards the camera.
はい。
Okay. Okay, this time, can you do it little bit sideways?
古いやり方ですよね。
Okay, can you do it the way you just learned?
と、と、と、
Okay. So looks like so far you got the point. How about the Scott Sensei and Kento-san? Kento-san, your sound is off, but you are doing it intentionally?
下で子供がギャーギャー言ってるんで。
はいはいはい。So, and I think both Kento-san and Scott Sensei are already doing it, but the detailed instruction also says, when you pull as the arc, like the archery ball, not straight like this. It's this kind of, and then when you cut back, you follow the bowstring, which means straight. So pulling as an arc and cut back as a straight. Yeah, I think the Scott Sensei is right. So two different trajectory. That's also the what the detailed instruction says. And that's very reasonable because when you get back, you go more like a straight line. And that's quicker. Okay.
I like descriptions, the imageries like that. I think for martial arts, it's very cool to know those kind of imageries because they don't know how else to describe. So they use, examples from nature, and I just think it's really cool.
Yeah. So, and that is what we are doing with the Shinai Kendo. So it's a backward the application, but that's how we can improve the Nihon Kendo Gata. Means I think the way we are trying to learn is on the track of the traditional Kendo. And I did this especially today because same thing comes in number 3. Number 3, we pull back and then hit back, and those motion involved a number of times, but that movement is exactly the same. So we try to stay, sometimes we try to stay as the natural posture, means the in Japanese shizentai means it's not quite square. And sometimes we go square and do something. And not only this angle, but also the most of the time use the footwork, whether you stay on the first floor or you secretly moves up to the second floor. So this will come later, but since we just learned, so we can get back to the Shinai application, which is when we do men somewhere before the men, we are making our body square to the target. And when you remember the order of the which are the muscles, how to relax the muscles associated with the which ankles, then you can tell the number one, relaxing this is more like a going forward. So this doesn't make our body square to the target. But when you relax rear side ankle muscle, then our left waist moves forward like this. So, well, in those cases, we don't move back. So, foot means this one. Foot. Here we are straight, square. So and that's just simple because we are just doing 1, 2, 3, 4 for our movement. But when you face the opponent, then this one always relax free so that we can move in and out, in and out, in and out, in moving and out. But remember, we just practiced coming back to the second floor, not coming back to the old floor. So foot is already different from the initial kamae. So the foot you can have a men-suriage-men, much quicker too. So both Shinai Kendo and Kata Kendo, the way we use the body or particularly foot are the same. So in the meantime, we make square and cut. And when we make, in the process of making the square, we slide the opponent sword away. So I don't know whether you can see or not. There's a little angle from here to here when the natural kamae. And then we move in So if we just move the forward footing, then usually this tilt becomes bigger. Then opponent cuts in, therefore we relax this side of the ankle, then naturally we make it square already. In that process already, this kind of motion, if I exaggerate, this kind of motion is coming in, naturally coming in. So foot already opponent from here opponent foot, therefore rest is just hit. So that's the men-suriage-men. And we make this difference in the foot, not the arm. Well, actually, I shouldn't emphasize that part too much because when we move our foot correctly, then our arm follows. So our arm moves too, but our source is foot. So if we use this sword or bokto, it becomes probably clear. So this is more like a natural kamae, 自然体kamae, and then moving. So moving, and then move. Relax. This one will go. And at the time, opponent cuts in, therefore cuts in, but by this movement already sword is diverted away, so we just do the cut. So that men-suriage-men. And those things are, those elements, basic elements are in the already Nihon Kendo Kata number 2. So more precisely, when we say relax, this one means our power moves toward the second floor, and then same thing this way, and okay.